So I just started the recording now. I had forgotten it, so I'm just playing a revenge match against John from last week. I'm white again, and we started with black playing two big shimaris and me approaching 2 times the key point, once at M3 and once at R12. And now we're playing which quite a traditional, I would say, Choseki, where I can stabilize. Okay, so I'm not sure this is not slightly overplay, because this leaves a very severe cutting point at P17. So I guess the question is, should I play the cut now? But I might end up. So black cannot really cut me, I think, because if he plays SV14, I can play S13, but my shape would be very ugly. So is it worth cutting? I don't think so, because black will then have to come back to the cutting point, and I can probably play Q4. So I think that's quite a good result for me. It's either I can play Q4, or if black plays something around there, I have this cut at some point at P17, which is really annoying for black. And if black does have to add a move, like let's say O17, then this makes the stone at P15 really useless. Well, not useless, but not great. So I think black has to add a move. He will probably play a move a bit more active, like L17 with an extension on the top. But that gives me Sante, and I will play the attachment at Q4. This way, black will have basically no corner, or no big corner. And oh, okay, I didn't expect that. So my shape is quite strong. I don't think I'm afraid about life and death right now. But I would like to avoid being completely surrounded, because this is never a good result. And also I like to keep the P17 cut active. So to do that, to make this interesting, I have to basically keep the group split. The question is, can I? I guess I can, so I will just play the Tsuke here, just to keep everybody split. I don't want black to have an easy connection between all his stones. Go is a connection game, so if all the stones are connected, basically black will be ahead. Okay, let's play simple. There is still plenty of problem in black shape. Probably at Q10 is one. So if black plays, okay, black plays it. So I guess now it's all about what do I want to do. There are so many points to I could try to use. I could also cut now. So if I cut now, black will push on the second line. The question is, of course, when I reach N17, black will probably play something to connect on the top. And black group is alive on the top, so it's not like I can kill it. So I might actually just play this, because now white might wonder if he can, like if black plays S9, can I play Q10 and then try and cut everywhere? So let's say black play s9, I can play q10. If black plays q11, I can do Atari and cut. Okay, so black has to pull back, which is really good news for me, because this is not a good shape. So even now it's difficult for black to play s8. He might, but I wonder if I can then try something. I mean, the more solid I become, and my my life base is not very solid, so I can probably cut at p17 very soon. Um, so now I'm alive. Well, I guess I'm alive. I don't see an easy way for black to kill, and black still has many weak points. So black probably needs to protect the r8 weak points, but then that means I can now cut at p17, or I could start cutting here. Okay, this is too tempting to cut, so I'm gonna do it now. So if black push, he will push twice, and after the third time he will be alive in the corner, or at least I think he is. In a way, that's not my problem to know if he is. I can Atari go there. I'm not 100% sure he is, but in a way I don't need to read it because he needs to read it. And there is the Hane at O14, which is annoying. Connection at P14 is Sente on my two stones. But again, I am for sure alive there, and even I could maybe play the very ugly move at Q4, Q11, which protects my two stones and is nearly Sente. So that would be a really ugly shape though, so I hope I won't have to do that. I'm not sure, I'm not really good at shape these days, so I'm not sure what the best option. So yeah, this cut is a problem. And I hope it will end up well. Let's see. So we'll push one more. I think so. And then probably connect, try to connect. I don't think he will push once more though, because then the Hane might be a headache. But maybe he can push one more, I don't know. So another question is, if he plays P14, do I just connect at R13 or something like that? Or do I try the ugly? No, I can't play. I don't think I can play Q11 because then the wedge at R13 is really annoying. Actually, the wedge at R13 is always annoying, but okay, so I guess black will play something. Maybe he will play N15 or a nice ship move. And I will be able to turn at N18, which is a very good result because that means I will have played on the left side, ruined the territory there, and probably it will be center against the corner. And even the shape of black on the outside is not great. So So locally, I think that's a good result. While still black has played R8 and S8, so that these are quite good points that are consolidating the corner. So for example, now I would be a bit more worried to play Q4 because I think black can counterattack very heavily. So I would probably not play Q4 anymore. Oh, so black pushes once more. So question, can I honey, basically? Knowing the cut is Sente, but I can then play here. I can also cut first. Well, actually, now black has two problems. If he connects at 014, I can cut at 011. If black's connect at 011, at any point I can capture all these stones, which is quite big. It secures everything, so that would be quite a gain. So I'm eyeing both this cut 011 and 014. In any case, I don't think this can be a bad result. And I think whatever happens, I will do one of these two moves. So now I'm sure that if black plays p14, I will probably play q13, just to make sure there is one less liberty here. And that allows me to capture the stone if I get that 014 later on, I guess. Not 100% sure, but I would say it is. Okay, so black plays neither. Okay. So if I play here, black can cut, I can play here, and then black can play the n15. Well, I think I have to play this move, right? It's super big. Or I could just disconnect. So the problem is if I play here, black cuts, I connect here, and then black can play the shape move here, which allow his stones to escape. So I could play a preparatory cut here, but then black will probably pull off and try to attack these stones. If I play here, black will jump, I'll jump, he'll consolidate, and it's a running fight, but my group is suddenly cut off, which is not what I want. Is there an easy way out? So if I play here, actually can white. Actually, I didn't even check the shisho here if I push. Yeah, the shisho is good for black, unfortunately. So I'm still studying the Hane at O14, black cut at P14, and what happens when black make a geta at N15. I think that allows black to capture these white stones, which is painful. Anyway, I play that because I think I can probably kill white So if I throw in now at t18, can black leave? Yes, I think he can leave. It looks actually not a very good move. Well, took. So t18, and then I have to play r18 if black captures. The problem is if black doesn't capture, I can play q19. So can I kill this black group? That's the whole question, basically. Okay, so that's what we have been talking about. So now if I cut, if I play a jump, black will consolidate his position and it's a running fight, which doesn't suit me very well, but I don't have any other option. But the question is if I can kill black, of course, that's another story. So let's do that. So black will probably play O14. I really don't mind. This was black area initially. There was 2 stones there. Black is not really building up much, and there is still a cut at O11. So now I would need to make sure I can of my reading in the top right. So I think T18 is the only way to go if I want to kill. Or maybe S19 would be fancy. But sometimes fancy is not good. Okay. Black is trying a fancy stuff. But I don't really mind because I am eyeing O11 anyway. Okay, so this was probably a very bad move because now even the wedge at M16 might be working. So I might have to play the very vulgar move at N14. Okay, I played too fast. The shape, the shape. Okay, so I have enough liberties. So the wedge at M16 should be okay because I can Atari at N16 and then cut these stones. So there is no problem. The question is, can I try and kill this top group? The answer is probably yes, I would like to try at least. Could I try this? Now, if I don't cut now, black will connect for sure. So if I want to do something, it's probably now. The question is, does it work? So if I cut Atari, so what about this cut at O11? I think I don't have to worry about that right now. It's not, I have no rush, and I mean, even this group on the left with K14 is not doing much. And I'm being pushed in black moyo. Black will have to connect now. He has to protect O11. I don't think he can play an active move like M11 because I can probably push at K12 instantly. There is even a question about what happens if I play J16 and then cut. But that would be, again, that looks a bit vulgar, but sometimes if the moves work, they work. So now I have plenty of things to look at. The cut at O11, the group on the left, the group on the top right. I will first try the group on the top right anyway, because this is a free attempt if I fail at killing it. So let's say I'll play T18. Okay, so let's play T18. No, I have enough liberties to launch this contest. I was waiting for this because now I'm in the center, so I have enough liberties, so there won't be any capturing race. So I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I was planning to play R18, but I don't think it works. So I'm playing this first. I guess black can play something simple and it should work. Like Q19 seems to work. Yeah, I think Q19. Q19 does work. So I don't see anything I can do really. I probably messed up this. Maybe I should have played Q19 now actually. Anyway, so black will play Q19. I think it's alive because if I retake, black can just play here and he's alive basically. So I messed up this life and death. So now I'm with a group with no connection, which is a bit of a pity. But the good thing is I should have Sante. So I should be able to play in the center and try to build or to connect my group to my bottom and build a kind of zone of influence there. Black is also weak, so I can play maybe, yeah. So I can probably play something like this Keima, even if it looks a bit dodgy. Because black is weak too, so I probably cannot afford to cut or do something too brutal. So this sequence, I probably was too lenient here. I should probably have cut at O11 at some point. because now black protected all the weaknesses and I didn't get that much. So black is not ahead, I don't think so, because he didn't get that much either, and locally that was a big loss, but I probably didn't get as much as I should from this overall fight. So now let's see if black gets, I would say, ambitious and tries to counterattack my Keima, or gets cautious. Knowing John, I think he will probably counterattack, because in the in the impression he gave me with the last game was that he was not the kind to stay, I would say, passive. So if he ways to counterattack, he could just, yeah. Oh, that's not the one I was expecting. I was expecting the other cut, but okay. So I guess this is it. We are in the middle of the fight now. So was I too positive about my own situation? So I guess I must extend right now just to make the shape good. Maybe black will play L8. Okay. So I will first try to keep this stone a bit. Can black M9? I don't think M9 would be helpful because I can play the N9 Hane. And if black cuts, I have the ladder. So black could play counter Hane, but I'm not sure in terms of shape, it would be better. I mean, this move he played also kind of traps me in, but black gets much more liberties. So I think his move was better, but I could not swear it. Because this is a very, very tough fight. So actually, one thing I'm interested about is, do I have a cut around Q10? Maybe not a cut, but at least something I can have an eye on. But if I play Q10, I guess black can just back off at P9. So right now I play this move because anyway I am circled. So I mean I might as well, even if black cuts this stone off, which he might do anytime, I can chase these two stones a little bit. And the good point is if I make a life out of here, I might end up. Okay, so black is really trying all the push and cut. So I'm really starting to think about the Q10 stone now. Okay, so now I don't have any choice. Now I have a choice because the move around 08 would be interesting, threatening to play the cut at Q10. This is super tempting to chase the three stones though. So I have an eye around this area, around M11, because I can play plenty of Sente move. And I have a second eye around L18 by playing K18 and then back off at L17. The question is, do I have a Sante eye there? I think so. So I think I'm alive, basically. Okay, so interesting. So black plays this, so I can push and cut. And I will actually push and cut because black has... So the good thing about all this is it's destroying black's Moyo on the right. So of course I must not die. So now I'm first trying to build something out of this. So some points on the south, destroying Black's Moyo, and then I'll try to live inside, which I hope I can do. I'm not 100% sure, but at least I think I can live by Ko. Okay, that makes sense. So how many liberties do I have? Black will play N5 for sure. So the question is really how many liberties do Black like to be on the edge of liberty count? Yes. And I guess me too, because I didn't really protect. So there is a tough question here because, of course, Black can cut after that at 07. I don't have that many liberties. But now there is a second question nearly, which is what happens on this in the south. So if Black plays N5, I don't see another move. Maybe I think he will play N5. Oh, he doesn't. So this is very tempting to capture this stone because this is so big, but then of course I might die. Which would be an unfortunate turn of events. So I guess I should maybe at least make sure I have a bit of Okay, so now I'm tempted to capture these two stones, but then I will probably die because there is no way I can capture these stones in one move. Which is a problem. I could also try to be more active there. The thing is, when I capture this, even this whole black group is not fully alive. And if I can capture the whole corner, it might be even bigger than anything else. These two stones are really super big. The question is, can black save them if I play elsewhere? I guess he can. I can maybe get some liberties here. But then there is no way. Okay, it would be if I die with this group, I think it might be too big though. Say I capture, okay, let's count. So this group is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 stones, 24 points, and around 15 more points. So that's 40 points. Yeah, if I capture this and he kills me, I will have some Sante move on the right. The corner might, I can play a move like that and threaten the corner. The problem if I leave is it's really a painful life. It's a life where I lose everything basically. Okay, let's capture these stones. So it looks like I will die on the top, but I will try to sacrifice in the best way I can. Which of course doesn't look enough. But these two stones are so big. I mean, they're building my territory in the south. I have pressure on the corner, and even this whole black group on the right around P11 is not perfectly safe. And as long as my two stones at G9 are here, I still have options to try things. It's not, I mean, my white group is dead, but it's not like it's super easy to kill either. I have a Goteai at the top. Could nearly try to do another one around here. Around, sorry, yeah, you can see my mouse, around N14. Big sacrifice, yeah. Yeah, but a sacrifice where you can get plenty of things on the outside could be worth it. It's better than dying, than leaving small with two eyes in Gote and leaving a big quadrant. Oh, so now I will leave. Because in a way I've destroyed already the territory, so well, I will leave if I can leave, of course. But I think I can now. Okay, so what's the best way to leave? This seems necessary to start. This. This. Um, this. You probably would have started with N14. Yeah, I mean, whatever happens, if he plays N14, I'll have to connect. I mean, the problem with N14 is once I have played it, if he plays, well, actually, you might be right. But once I have this tone at L17, I mean, L14 is not that big deal, but I might play it now. What I would like is to live in Sante, but can I? So I basically have an eye here already around L11 because whatever he plays, I can play N10 in Sante. So I have an eye. So now if I could have like, oh, okay. So this is too big. So this is, my group is now all safe. And the good thing is I can maybe threaten the other group, the other black group now. Might just play that. So, okay, the game has completely changed. I've stabilized my top and making some points at the same time, which is really good. I will be able at some point to play a move around, so in the bottom right, which would be very threatening for black, but I have to find the best move. So right now I'm not too worried about this group. Maybe I should. But if I manage to leave here and reduce black, which is what I'm trying to do, there are plenty of super big move. Oh, could I try to kill now? 4 stones. Okay, so if I can play d17 and kill, of course, that's great news. But that's probably not the case. But do I need to kill? No, I just need to make him live small. So I must try to avoid dying in this area. It would be good. So I'm really trying to reduce this territory. But so I have an eye here, which is good. Now I need a second one. This should do. Yeah, well, they are overrated. So of course black will play probably d14. So probably played a bit fast in this area as usual. So am I dead? That's the question basically. I don't look completely dead, but I still don't have any eye shape. So of course I'll try to use my 2 stones to do something out of them. And then I'll try to make some more eye shape. But that might be difficult to leave. Yeah, so black is going for the strongest possible moves. I was not expecting anything less from John. So the problem is I am actually trying to play far away from problems, but So let's remember that this group on the top is not the biggest. If I could do something, for example, with these stones, okay, I think I'm in a really difficult position. So this, I don't really mind anymore about these stones, to be honest. Now I'm more interested into counter-attacking on the south. So that's interesting because now I can cut at G13 and I think it's capture the stones, no? So that would be a big win. Yeah, so this is 4 more stones and the black territory is much reduced. So of course black have made some profit. But me too. So I've made 10 points and this was a black territory. And again, let's remember if black takes time to... Okay, so now is my time to counterattack. So I have this group on the bottom right, which is really interesting. The question is what is the best move here? Um, I could play R6, but then black will simply connect underneath and that will be over. I could also try and play Q10 straight away, but black just backs off and that doesn't work. So now what I want is to make sure I am actually taking some profit in the corner. So I think something like S4 seems tempting. Okay, so I've made some profit in various places, but white did make some profit too. Okay. So now I wonder what is the best move. If I just Hane will just Atari at S5. And did I gain much? Not so sure. Let's play this. Actually, I didn't realize black was under so much time pressure. Was F14 necessary? F14, maybe G14. I don't think he had to play it, no. I think he lost a move, but I am also messing seriously here, so I think I am dying. I am really playing bad these days. So if black plays S2 or R2, I don't see an easy option for me. I think I'll have to cut. Cut first, think later. Okay. Okay, so that was a complete failure. Overall, I could do much better in this area, I guess. So I'm just consolidating my position here. So now I should count because the question is J4, is it big enough to win? So basically black has around 18, 20 points in this bottom right, 4, 24. 24 stones, 28, I think 50, and I just said 28, 50, 78 points. Anyway, I have to play this move because it's too big anyway. So I have around, let's say I make the whole bottom, which is definitely not guaranteed. It's 30 points. I have at least 6 more points here. 36 and 10, 46. Might be a playable game actually. Okay, for sure this move was bound to come. Can I play and kill? So I should really count because I said black had to. Let me count again. I have 6 minutes, I should count. So I count black has 80 if I let him take this. And 72 for me plus Komi. So that would be a close game. If I play there, yeah, I think it's bigger to play there. Because there is a potential counter attack here. Okay. Okay. What happens here? Okay, let's see what happens. So I'm losing the corner, but I think I might be able to capture this group. Maybe not. But I'm destroying all this territory. So, oh, this way. I've not lost so much in the corner, and I've ruined a bit of territory, so I guess that's okay. So now what's the biggest move? This one is nearly Sante. Absolutely Sante. So this is super big, but this is also super big because then I might play here and there is a race to capture. So I think black will answer that. Yeah, fair enough. So I can play this because e8 is Sente. Okay. I don't know if it's the big move on the board. Oh yeah, I forget that black is in Super Byoyomi. So this is Sente. This is Sente. Well, that's nearly the end of the game, right? This looks big because it's written to cut, but I guess black will play Q11, which is, by the way, not Sente, I think. Well, I'd better stop thinking and confirm it's not Sente, because otherwise I have a problem. So push, push. Atari. Yeah, it should be okay. Now, can I play here and push? I think it's okay. So I wonder if this is not the biggest move on the board, because there are so many other Sente move afterwards. Yeah. Okay, so I probably lose this game, but we'll see. So now it's really small Jose. So the shape here is not that clear. I guess it would be good to clarify. And because if I get these stones cut, then I lose for sure. So I need to make sure there is not too many Sente moves around here. Okay. Okay, so now I have to play this, because otherwise my stones get disconnected, because this group could become alive, which would be a problem. Okay, this is Sente for sure. Now N13 is very big. Probably L16 is quite big too. Okay. this move seems big too, because if there is only one eye, nothing because the other group is alive. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so this was quite big. Is there anything here? There's a core, I guess. Okay, this threatens to make an eye. And if black plays here, I can play elsewhere. Okay. Oh, I should have played N19 straight away. Because N19 threatens to... Okay, threatens not too much. Okay. Sorry, so I'm not commenting much. It's a small Yose. It's not easy to find anything interesting to say about it. I guess this can be big because I won't have to take any of the stones, so that's quite big. Yeah, this kind of move where you save taking other stones is usually quite big. So I guess this is big. This is a point. This is not really a point, but I have to add a move afterwards, which is painful. This is probably a point. No, because yes, it looks like a point. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is another point. Yes. So could even try to make an eye here. That would be interesting. But there is a point here first, yeah. So that's safe. Now, whatever happens, I don't have to take the stones again, so that's good. I've saved quite a number of, actually saved quite a number of points with this kind of move. So, okay, so is that the last move? It might be. So do I have co-threats? Because I could force black to connect, but I must be sure to have co-threats. And I don't have that many. And if I lose the co, it's worse. So he will have one co-threat here. He doesn't have that many co-threat either, so let's do it. Okay, so he connects. Is there another call? Is there another point somewhere first? This doesn't look like a point because I am a professional in missing endpoints. Okay, I don't think so. That's the last call. So I didn't count. I have the feeling I'm behind by quite a lot of. I can't remember if we have komi in this game actually. I counted the komi, but maybe we don't have the komi. Okay, so last ko of the game. Okay, this is definitely a threat. Yeah, I have a lot of threats. Okay, this is one. Yeah, so it's probably ahead by a lot, in fact. I don't know. Maybe I miscounted completely. I'm not able to count anymore. So I still have plenty of co threat on the top left. Not that many elsewhere. Actually, I don't have any elsewhere. So it's was N19 better than L19? Yes, because I still can play L19 as a co threat, and if he connects, I can retake the co, and he has to find another co threat. So N19 is winning one co threat basically. So I think black is, yeah, okay, this is a valid co threat, and he has another one afterwards. That's painful. But anyway, I have some other here. So we play E1. Yeah, I'm nearly out of co threats, so I think black will. So I have one co threat left, two co threat left. I can play the Atari at E19, and then I have another Atari at C19. And that's it. And then I have L19, as we just said, which is not really a co threat, but offers me to take a new co, and then he has to find another co threat. So in a way, it's another co threat. So I have three co threat left. And I don't know if black has any. He can try some cuts around K4, but the problem is if it doesn't work, okay, he give up the call. Okay, so I think the game is finished. Uh, well, I guess the game identified the game stones correctly. 10 points and a half. Wow, I count so badly. I don't know if the Komi was here though. Was there Komi or no Komi? No, there was no Komi. Okay, so that's why I thought it was. I'm going to stop the comment at this stage. So the AI analysis said that black was ahead all along without the Komi, so it seems I didn't have played that well anyway. Okay, bye.